Article 206 of the Indian Constitution deals with the provisions regarding votes on account, votes of credit, and exceptional grants that can be made by the Legislative Assembly of a state. Here's an explanation of each provision. Votes on account, Clause A. This provision allows the Legislative Assembly of a state to make a grant in advance for part of any financial year. This grant is based on the estimated expenditure until the full procedure for voting such grants, as outlined in Article 203, and passing the necessary law, as per Article 204, is completed. Votes of credit, Clause B. This provision allows the Assembly to make a grant to meet an unexpected demand on the state's resources. Such a demand may arise due to the magnitude or the indefinite nature of the service, making it difficult to provide detailed information in the annual financial statement. Exceptional grants, Clause C. This provision allows the Assembly to make grants that do not form part of the regular expenditure for any financial year. These grants are for specific, exceptional circumstances. Additionally, the Assembly is empowered to authorize, through legislation, the withdrawal of funds from the consolidated fund of the state to fulfill the purposes for which these grants are made. Clause 2 of Article 206 states that the procedures outlined in Articles 203 and 204, which pertain to the voting of grants and passing laws related to expenditure, respectively, apply to the making of any grant under Clause 1 of Article 206. This ensures that the same procedural safeguards and legislative scrutiny are applied to these grants as to regular expenditure outlined in the annual financial statement.
The Constitution of India. Part 6. The States. Chapter 3. The State Legislature. Procedure in Financial Matters. Article 206. Votes on account, votes of credit and exceptional grants. 1. Notwithstanding anything in the foregoing provisions of this chapter, the Legislative Assembly of a state shall have power a. To make any grant in advance in respect of the estimated expenditure for a part of any financial year pending the completion of the procedure prescribed in Article 203 for the voting of such grant and the passing of the law in accordance with the provisions of Article 204 in relation to that expenditure. b. To make a grant for meeting an unexpected demand upon the resources of the state when on account of the magnitude or the indefinite character of the service the demand cannot be stated with the details ordinarily given in an annual financial statement. c. To make an exceptional grant which forms no part of the current service of any financial year, and the legislature of the state shall have power to authorize by law the withdrawal of monies from the consolidated fund of the state for the purposes for which the said grants are made. 2. The provisions of Articles 203 and 204 shall have effect in relation to the making of any grant under Clause 1, and to any law to be made under that clause as they have effect in relation to the making of a grant with regard to any expenditure mentioned in the annual financial statement and the law to be made for the authorization of appropriation of monies out of the consolidated fund of the state to meet such expenditure.